Hello. As you may imagine, I'm going to talk about the school shooting in Texas. I just want you to know, some of you will have noticed I'm more dressed up than usual. I was just about to go out rather than in old sweaters and jeans and out to the stables. Today I was going out to town and then I saw this. I have to say something about it. And I have to say something not only because it's a terrible tragedy, of course, but because of something that Joe Biden said, which immediately pulled me up short. Okay, so just for the record, I'm not going to read all the way through this article. I'm just going to say that there was a school shooting in Texas. It was an elementary school, small children, infants. And the killer was 18 years old and he went in there with a rifle and a handgun. So it wasn't like he went in with a high-powered machine gun or anything like that. Two of the most... Well, if you did have gun control, those two items would be the last on the list to be banned. So I don't understand what Biden is talking about here, or rather I do, but well, I'll get to that in a minute. All right, so let's see. This is what Biden said. When in God's name are we going to stand up to the gun lobby? Did you notice how he put that? Stand up to the gun lobby. He didn't say ban rifles and handguns, because he knew even in Britain you can own rifles and handguns, and we have some of the strictest gun control laws in the world. Now look, in Britain I'm not used to having guns, and I like the fact that I don't see many. I'm not frightened of people who having guns here. So, but in America, there are more guns than people. How are you going to get rid of them all? You know, what are you going to do? Go round house to house searching? It's not possible. But there is something else in this. There are other countries that have lots of guns available to people, and they aren't shooting up schools. Why are they doing this in the USA? Well, that's what struck me most forcibly. And I thought, this is an attack on children. It's an attack on the future of the society, isn't it? And when a society turns against its children, that's a society with no future. And you look at America, all the technical advances that America has come up with, all the education, all the culture. Oh yes, I know in Britain we make fun of Americans not having culture, but that's a load of bunkum, isn't it? Yeah, there are the Walmarts and the, what do you call it, MMA, yeah, you know, the cage fighting, that sort of thing. But there's museums and theatres and arts and orchestras. America has such a lot of richness to give. So why does America as a society believe it has no future? Well, it's not the guns, it's the mass media, isn't it? Telling you all the time what stinkers you are, what sinners you are, that your past is a lie steeped in slavery and oppression, and when you have, and that if you carry on this trajectory, you're going into a future stained by this original sin. Yes? When you have no past worth thinking of, you have no future worth thinking of. And then if you manage to get past that, well, there's the eco panic, isn't there? The world's going to end before breakfast tomorrow morning. There's no future. Biden should be asking this: when in God's name are we going to stand up to the MSM? That was the thing about Trump, with all his faults. he told the American people, you have a future. And this enraged the Democrat Party, it enraged Antifa, it enraged the Black Lives Matter people. Because it meant that there were people in America who had hope, who saw things ahead, who realised they had something worth fighting for, not against. When is Biden going to say, when are the mass media going to act responsibly? Or to have regard for the truth, at least? You can't have a society that's just pumping out lies to its people all the time. I think some American president might have said something about that. When is the MSM going to stop pushing ideas from evil people who only want destruction? Yes, BLM, I am talking about you, and the Democrat Party. The whole world is taken over by white supremacists. Oh, yes, this is your mantra. White supremacists. What a load of tosh that is. Supremacists and fascists. It's a shame this guy, this murderer, this little horror is Hispanic, isn't it? Well, that's given the View a bit of a problem on choosing subject matter for a couple of days until they've rooted around and found some white person to focus their bile on. In other words, when in God's name are we going to get national pride and hope back into America? And I'm saying that about America because it's creeping over here to Britain and I don't want it. We're already having trouble, which I'll probably deal with in another video now. That's what I was going to talk about today, about the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, a time of hope and looking forward to the future. And there are people infected by this, oh, we're hopeless virus. No, President Biden, with all due respect, or not. It's not the guns now. It's the American vision of yourselves that you have to be worrying about. And when you tell everybody in America that they are worthless, they will treat each other as if they are worthless. Okay, well, I'm not monetizing this and I'm not advertising on one end or the other, but I am Grannyopteryx. I'm to be found on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute and Minds. I let you know when I've uploaded a video on Twitter, Gab and Parler. YouTube tends to be somewhat erratic in the notifications department. So sign up to one of those and you'll always know when I've uploaded a new video. And to you Americans, peace, blessings, and think of the future that you have. The future only you can make.